Okay, so we will begin now the topic called linear prediction. So I will just formally put it like this: linear prediction. So what is that we wanted to achieve here is, let us assume that we have some data points given like this. These into points are there, no? These into. So assume that we have some data points. In this particular case, we are seeing the 5 data points. Okay, so now you wanted to find an equation which will best fit these points. Okay, and once you do that, once you know the equation, you wanted to estimate what might happen, what will be the values of y for different values of x. For example, at this particular point of x, you don't know what is y initially, because you are not given this particular x value. Okay, but I wanted to find at this stage what will be my y value for this particular value of x. Similarly, for this particular value of x, what will be my y? Like that, I wanted to predict. Okay, so the as of now, the data of x given is from this value to this particular value. Okay, so if you are trying to find for a value somewhere here, okay, for x value somewhere which is this side. Okay, see, the maximum x given to you now is this. Okay, so towards right side, if you take some other x, it is like a future prediction, because for a different, for future value of x you are predicting. Similarly, as of now here, this is the minimum value of x for which you know the data given. Okay, if you are trying to find some other value of x, and for that you are finding the corresponding y which is towards left of this given data. Okay, so this particular area of x, if you are trying to find the value of y, that is called a backward prediction, because you are trying to know what has happened in the history. It is something like that. Similarly, okay, if you are trying to find out, say for example, somewhere in between these 2 points of x, okay, for some value of x, what will be my y value? So that is called, you are trying to predict somewhere in between. Okay, you can even think it like interpolation, and the values which you are trying to find beyond the given range. Okay, this is the given range of x. Okay, and beyond that, that means towards complete right side of this, or towards complete left side of this. Okay, that is like extrapolation. So already in mathematics you studied the concepts of interpolation, extrapolation. So the something similar thing we are going to discuss now, or it may be somewhere in between also. Okay, so we can use the names like forward prediction or backward prediction, or somewhere in the central prediction. All these kinds of names we can use in parallel. Some people may even use the word called linear regression. Okay, we are trying to fit a straight line to the given data. Okay, so and one more thing, uh, is the audio clear to you people? Hello? Just in the
Oh,
middle,
yes, sir. Yes,
yeah, you keep telling in the middle that you are, you keep saying yes, yes, or if you are not able to understand, please tell no, something like that. Then only I will understand you are there. So that is something very important. Okay, or you can even type, like, see, Pawan Mehan has now typed on the chat box. Similarly, you can also, other people also can respond. Keep responding so that I will understand. Okay, you are able to follow. Okay, and one more thing, what do you mean by fitting the curve? See, this curve may not always be a straight line. Here we are considering only straight line kind of thing, but in general it may be some other curve also, which need not be straight line. Okay, and one more thing, some kind of resound is coming. Why is it so? Let us check. 1 minute. Some kind of resound is coming. Why is it happening like that? Just let me check. Why is that happening? Is there any problem from my side? Yeah, yeah, see, someone is keeping the mic on, that is the problem. Okay, so that is why I think it is giving a resound. Okay, now it is okay. Please, please understand, after you use the mic, you switch it off out immediately. Okay, when you have to respond, when you have to say yes or no, something like that, or when you have to ask a doubt, you please open your mic and talk. But just after that, you switch off your mic. Okay, yeah, thanks. So now again we proceed to the class. Okay, welcome to Karthik sir also. Okay, welcome to Karthik sir. So now when I am saying I am fitting the data through the given points, what I mean is through the given set of points. Okay, I am trying to draw one straight line, and when I am drawing the straight line, it may not be possible that all the points will fall on that particular line. In this particular example, you are able to see there are only two. This the into points are the given data points. Okay, the into shape. Okay, now in this particular example, only 2 points are exactly falling on that particular line, and the rest of the points, for example, this point and this point and this point, they are not exactly on the straight line, but we have drawn some straight line. Okay, and how we have drawn that straight line means, for example, we have drawn, we have tried to draw a straight line passing through these points, and in the process what will happen is, See, actual into is here. Please observe the cursor where I am putting. The actual data point is exactly at the tip of the mouse where I kept. Okay, then when I have drawn the straight line, the straight line is passing little above than this, little above than this. So there is a gap between the actual data point and the predicted point. Now this point which is on the straight line I am calling as the predicted point. Okay, so there is a gap between the actual data point and the predicted point, which I am calling as delta y. So there will be some delta y here, there will be some other delta y here, there will be some other delta y here. In this particular case, the delta y is 0 because it is exactly passing through that point. Similarly, there will be some other delta y here. In this case also the value is 0 because the straight line is exactly passing through that point. Again, there will be some delta y here. For example, if the actual data point is below the straight line, okay, that delta y, let us call it as, say, positive. Okay, if the actual data point is below the straight line, let me call the delta y to be positive. If that is the scenario, then for this particular data point which is above the straight line, the delta y should be treated as negative. Okay, but then, so there will be some delta y's which are negative, say here, and there will be some delta y's which are positive, and there will be some delta y's which will be 0. So what I am trying to do is, I am trying to take square of all such delta y's, and I am summing it up, and I am trying to minimize that. So when I minimize that, okay, I will get the best fit curve. Okay, the curve which is going to satisfy this particular thing, I am calling that as the best fit curve. Okay, so now let me assume that particular straight line which you are drawing is like y is equal to mx plus c, where m is the slope and c is the y intercept. Okay, this m is also called the coefficient. Now here x is the only one independent variable. Sometimes in some examples you may have multiple independent variables like x1, x2, x3, like that. So in that case, your straight line will become m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus m3 x3 plus c kind of thing. Now let us straightforward go into different kinds of softwares. So first let me introduce a software called DataFit. Okay, so first let me do with something called DataFit. It is not a free software, but there is a trial version which you can use for 1 month. So what I will do is, I will start showing from the beginning how to download everything. So just let me go to the internet. I will click like DataFit. So when I click like that, just hold on for a few seconds. It is going to come. Okay, just hold on for a few seconds, it is coming up. Yeah, so this is the company. Oh, they will there, no? So I clicked on that, and then you will get a download option. Yesterday itself I downloaded because I should not waste your time, so I will directly go there now. Okay, so there is a zip file which has come up, and then I have unzipped the file. So I got this. So now I will open that, go to setup. I am trying to show you even the setup part, and it will take just a few seconds, don't worry. And it is a very good software. uh, okay, so just go on clicking yes, yes. Okay, yeah, so you give some name. Okay, okay, give some name there. Okay, then click next. Okay, I have given the names, good names, like Sajjan is a good person. Satsangi means a person who will be having good company of people. Okay, so go both good names, then you click okay, okay, then okay, then okay, just like that. So within few seconds it will install. Okay, so I should not waste your time. So by the time it installs, I will go to other software like that. So I will see that your time will not get wasted. Don't worry. Okay. So now let us go to MATLAB, and in MATLAB let us try to do. So again, I don't have MATLAB software, so I will be using the online MATLAB. So for that, what I'm doing is I'm simply typing like this, online MATLAB.
full screen पे भी बैठा हूँ।
So keep watching because these tips will also be helpful for you, because you may also not have all the softwares. So how to use the online software, so you will be in a position to understand. Okay, so again this will take few seconds. So I am trying to do everything parallelly, so that you will also master the skill of doing things parallelly. That is one thing. Okay.
स्टार्ट वीडियो मतलब ऑनलाइन नहीं कर सकता।
Yes, please tell. Yeah, if you have any problem, you tell. Hari Om Shri. Thanks for joining, Hari Om ji. So
ओके सर,
to teach. Yeah. So
गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
good morning, good morning, good morning. So we will wish each other later on. Please don't worry. So let the class go on. Okay. So I am trying to teach
Okay.
linear prediction. Already class has started about 10 minutes back, so 10-15 minutes back, I think. So don't worry,
Okay.
we are recording the thing session. You can also do the recording if you want from your side. Okay, I'm giving you the permission, allow recording. Okay, and already we began the class, so don't worry. Initially, for 1 or 2 minutes, you may not understand the things, but as after 1 or 2 minutes, you'll start understanding. Okay. So now let me say this. Yes. So yes, you anyhow you joined at the right time. Okay, we are starting a new one. So nice. So what I will now do is we are seeing the data fit. Okay. So data fit software we are doing now. So let me click the data fit. Let me say continue. Okay. View the website check for available. No. Now let us not waste time. So let me say no. Yeah. Now let us see here. This is how the thing comes up. Number of independent variables. Let us assume for simplicity, we have one y and one x. Means one independent variable, one dependent variable. Okay. So x is your independent variable, y is your dependent variable. Let us take only one variable initially. In fact, this software is having the facility of having multiple independent variables. I think you can even go up to 20 independent variables at a time. So that okay. So that is a very nice thing about it.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, what happened?
Sir,
Yes.
data fit is pirated version or how to purchase?
No, no, you this is a trial version. 30 days you can use, sir. Okay, I showed how to
Okay.
download also. You can just go to the internet, see the data fit. It is a trial version. Okay. So, okay.
Okay.
Right. So 30 days you can use
If
it.
you want to use it,
Yeah. You can use the 30 days, no problem. Okay. Yeah, please switch off your mics, sir. Please switch off your mics after you after talking to me. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Okay. Sir, Indian sir, please switch off your mic. Even Hariom sir, please switch off your mic after you talk because otherwise it will create disturbance. Please.
okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. So, see, when you are talking to me, you switch on. Afterwards, you please immediately switch off. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, just let us concentrate. This particular software called DataFit is having the option of using even multiple variables, as I told. But for simplicity and for understanding, first let us understand the concept. So, I am taking only one independent variable x. So, I'll click OK. So, it will automatically show you. Let us not take all these tips now. Okay. So because one independent variable is there, it is showing one x and then one dependent variable y. Now I will give some data here. So what I will do is I am entering some values which are known to me. See, for example, 1, 2, 4, okay, 7, 8. Okay. I have given some 5 values as x inputs. Now in the y, I am giving values like this. Okay. 2, okay, 3.01, okay, 3.01. And when it is 4, I am giving it as 4.99. Okay, next time the value of x is 7, no, so I will give it as here I will give it as 8.1. Okay, the next value of x is 8, so I'll give it as 9.01. Okay, so these are the values I have entered. So please understand the x values and y values. I have given some numbers. Can you tell me the relation between x and y by seeing this? Can you tell the equation? I have given some simple numbers. Okay, by just by seeing you can tell approximately y is equal to how much of x, like y equal to something into x plus something, like that you can tell. Can you predict by seeing the values of x and y approximately? Can you tell what will be the equation between x and y approximately? Yeah, I am waiting for your answers. You can type in the chat box or you can open your mic and tell me. Just to see the data, it is very clear, right? See, when x is 1, y is 2. When x is 2, y is 3. So what is happening? When x is 3, y is 4.99. When x is 4, y is 4.99, which is approximately 5, right? So exactly what is happening every time? How much y is increasing compared to x? Yeah, how much? Yeah, y is equal to x plus 1. Good. Okay, Pawan has given the answer. Other people also, I hope they understood. So I can say the equation is y is equal to x plus 1 approximately. It is not exactly, approximately. So taking this as my hint, why I have taken these values means, see, I can take some other random values also. But now this particular software will give the prediction. It will show some answer, but how do I know, how do I cross check whether the answer which it gives is correct or not? That is the reason I have taken an example which is easy to understand, which we can do hand calculation easily on the paper. Okay, or just by observation we can say what is that equation. Okay, that is why I have taken this kind of values. You can take some other values and do hand calculation and cross check with the software. Okay, so I have entered the data, so let me press enter. So the data got entered. Now simple thing is you have to go to solve, click on regression. When you click on regression, it is asking various ways of doing it. I am choosing single model. Later on, you can explore all other options. Okay. Now I am giving a linear. Okay, linear solver. I am clicking OK. Okay. Okay. I'm clicking OK. And then now it is asking the options, like, do you want first order polynomial? See, ax plus b is like first order polynomial. Y is equal to ax plus b. Now, in our example, just like Pawan told, no, so y is equal to x plus 1. That is what Pawan told. In that way, if you see, a value, b value should be equal to 1 and 1. Yes or no? Approximately. Okay. But because these values which we give are not exact values, no, right? They are not exactly 2, 3, 5, like that, right? They are slightly away from the actual values. Like 3 means 3.01. 5 means 4.99. It is like that. So this a and b will be very close to 1, not exactly 1. That is what we know already, and let us check. Okay, if you want, you can even give ax square plus bx plus c. Suppose you are giving ax square plus bx plus c. In this particular example, a value should be equal to 0 approximately. Yes or no? Because the x square term will not be there in this, because we already know the equation of the line by hand calculation. Okay, by hand calculation we already know that this will be almost like a straight line, so x square term will not be there. So if suppose you choose this particular model, okay, to solve the equation, to solve this particular problem, in that case a will be approximately 0, b will be approximately 1, c will be approximately 1. I hope you understood the logic. Okay, so now without wasting time much, okay, this is second order polynomial it is showing here. Let us put initially the first order polynomial. Let me say solve. Okay, let me click solve. Okay, so then it is telling solution is successful, but where is the solution means you click OK here. Now go to the results, click the detailed or summary. Okay, whatever you want. Let me click the detailed one. Okay, so much details it has given. See, within a fraction of seconds it has given so many calculations, and you can see. Let us try to concentrate here. The a value is predicted as 1.007 and the b value is predicted as 0.989, and in that process how much error happened, that also is given here. Okay, like that. Got the point? So you can see now, these are like estimated. We also expected already a will be approximately 1, b will be approximately 1, and this.
Peace.